Hello and welcome to another Microsoft Excel tutorial. In this tutorial, we will learn about the SumIf function. The SumIf function in Excel returns the sum of cells that meet a single condition. Criteria can be applied to dates, numbers, and text. The SumIf function supports logical operators such as greater than, less than, not equals to, and wildcard characters like asterisks, question mark for partial matching. What is the main purpose? The purpose is that to sum numbers in a range that meets supplied criteria. And what it does, it returns a value which is the sum of the values supplied. So here I have set up an Excel sheet in which I have names of employees, their departments, their salaries, and if they were paid or not, and their hire date. So we can test different functionalities of the SumIf function. The first thing that I want to test here is to make sure that the SumIf function can be used to figure out what is what is the sum of all those salaries which exceed 70,000. To make this happen, I will press the equals to start my formula for SumIf. Then I will start my selection. So I will click on the first salary, press and hold the shift key on the keyboard, click the last salary that selects all the salaries, and now I will ask for give me all of those that exceeds the 70,000 amount. So that should automatically select for Amy's salary, Carl's salary, and Sam's salary. And as I press enter, this is the sum of the three salaries. So it should have selected this one, and this one. So I'm copy pasting it here, and I will just auto sum this to make sure that the value that I have is the correct value. And as you can see that it matches. Let me undo the change, and just to show you that the value we calculated is the correct value. Now in the next one, what I want to do is I want to create the sum if within the departments I want to only create the sum of the sales. Let me put it this way. So if the department is sales, then only include its sum. If the department is not sales, then ignore it. Again, to make this happen, I will create the SumIf function, and I will this time give my range of department names. So this is the range in which look for sales. Okay. When you find a match, I want to create the sum of the salaries within the range of C2 through C8. And this is basically only the total salary of the employees working in the sales department. Now let's say if I want to create the total sum of salaries of all departments but IT department. So what I'll do is I will copy and paste this formula in the cell below, so it'll be easier for me to then work with it. So what I will do is I will make one change, and that is I am looking for all those where the department is not equals to IT. So this is the sum of all the salaries for the non-IT department. So I use not equals to IT. Now let's say if I'm looking for total salary of all departments but sales, there is another way to do this, and that's why I want to show you how to do this again. So what you will do is instead of hard coding the value sales, you can literally say that not equals to, and then you can go outside the double quotes and you can put the location of the cell where there is a value sales. So if I choose B2, that's a location. Typically, we would take this approach if we have a separate cell in which an employee can, or anybody who is using it, it can enter or choose one of the values from a drop-down box or hard-code a value from existing department, and it will draw the value from there and will automatically compute the rest. So this is a pretty cool way of doing that, a very customized solution as opposed to hard coding it with a certain value. So when I do that, it will give me the sum of the salaries of all departments but sales department. So this is how you can do it. Okay, now let's see if I want to get the total of all the employees who were paid. So as you can see over here that I have put X's for the paid and I've left it blank for the people who are not paid. So again, I can use SumIf. I would like to look for D2 through D8. This is the range in which I would like to search for. I would like to search for all those people who are paid. So in this case, what I will have to do is I have to make sure that within the double quotes, I would have not equals to. So this is basically the sum of all those people who were paid. So let me add it together. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let me copy this, paste it, and let's create an auto sum for this. And as you can see, the value matches. So what I did was I used not equals to means where the paid is not blank. That's what it means. So if I copy this formula and I paste it in the cell below and just simply get rid of, so what I did, I got rid of the not equals to and left it like a double quotes. So this pretty much means that wherever it is blank, these are the people who are not yet paid. So this is the remaining amount. Now let's learn how you can do the partial matching. So I am looking for the salaries of all those people whose name starts with the letter S. So I'll do a SumIf. Again, my range of names, where name starts with the letter S followed by whatever, and I want to sum their salaries. So I have two people whose name starts with the letter S. One is Sarah and the other one is Sam. And it says 164,000-ish, and as you can see, we have 95,000 for Sam and approximately 70,000 for Sarah. So you can say 165,000 roughly. So that comes out to be the correct number. Now with date functions, I want to look at all those people's sum of salaries who were hired before January 1st, 2020. So that should be the last three people in the list: Nancy, Sam, and Omar. So let's do the SumIf function here. SumIf. And again, this time I'm looking at the date field. So I'll be selecting all the date values. And this time I will be saying I'm looking for anybody who was hired before January 1st, 2020. So I'm using a less than operator. And then I will use my date function. Was hired before January 1st, 2020. And then I want to sum up their salaries. And here you can see it's 220,000, which would be the sum of these values. We have 56,000 plus 95,000 plus 69,000, and that adds up to 220,000. So again, this is just a short, brief tutorial to show you different applications of SumIf function. Hope you would have enjoyed this tutorial. Let me know in the comment section below if you want to learn about more Excel functions, and I will create tutorials on those as well. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to my channel, and don't forget to tell me in the comment section below how you this particular tutorial, and don't forget to hit the bell icon so that you can receive notifications for all the future videos. Take care, guys. Bye bye.